It's Hannah.
And Trevor.
And it's Disney Finsomniac.
And today we are back with another celebrating collections, people, and pins, or CCPP, hashtag CCPP, for the month of October. And this month's theme is...
Halloween. Ooh, spooky. So we don't have a ton of pins that are Halloween themed, despite it being my favorite holiday and one of Trevor's favorite holidays.
Yeah, Halloween used to be my absolute favorite holiday growing up. But then at a certain point, it just kind of lost the magic a little bit, and so I'm trying really to try to recapture that and go back to my roots and really enjoy it, because I feel like once you stop trick-or-treating and like maybe dressing up as much, it just kind of loses it, because I feel like that's everything with Halloween, is just that. So
dressing up is everything.
Dressing up, yeah, for sure. So I'm trying, we dress up now, so.
Yeah. We're dressing up as Han and Leia this year for Halloween,
yes.
And we do have a little party we're going to, but is the amount of money equal to the amount of time we'll be wearing our costumes?
It's about the act of dressing up is what it's about.
Yes.
So
yeah. You'll see pictures when we eventually get them done.
Somewhere.
Anywho, so this month we have some Halloween pins, and we're going to start off with 3 pins from a movie that is the debate of, is it a Christmas movie? Is it a Halloween movie? And we solidly believe it's a Halloween movie, and that is Nightmare Before Christmas. So I'll go ahead and show those first, the first 3. Okay, so these 3 are actually 3 of the very first pins we ever opened.
Oh, that's right.
We opened them before we even had our channel. And at the time, Trevor's rule was that we would open any set until we got a duplicate. And so we opened these 3 and then got a duplicate jack. And so we stopped trying to open any more. So we have here a 0, a jack, and a lock, shock, and barrel. They are tarot cards. There have been a few Nightmare Before Christmas tarot cards, but these are the only 3 that we have acquired. I really like the 0 and the jack. Probably the 0 is my favorite, though. What about you, Trevor?
I like the jack the best. I really like the red. I don't know. Just looks really good.
There's some nice looking pins. They're from Hot Topic, and I actually have not seen very many people have them, so we haven't been able to trade to finish the set, unfortunately. Our next pin that we'll show from Nightmare Before Christmas is, it used to be on our couples board. Now we have it with like our very small Nightmare Before Christmas collection, because Trevor grew up watching that movie a lot.
Yes, it was a big movie in my household growing up, and I just want to say about it, whether or not it's a Halloween or Christmas movie. I'm curious if anyone actually thinks it's more of a Christmas movie, because did anyone actually watch it during Christmas time? Like, I'd be surprised if you did. If you did, then like you probably lived in a really cool household. Maybe you like shopped at Hot Topic a lot. Maybe like
your definition of a really cool household.
Like just really different. Like maybe some dark, maybe kind of Addams Family-esque household. Like maybe that's like the holiday movie of choice. That's cool.
He's saying, are you goth?
Yes. Perhaps you were very goth and you celebrated Christmas by watching Nightmare Before Christmas. Perhaps.
The first time I watched it, it was like a Thanksgiving time, which I do feel like is a good time to watch it, because it's kind of in between Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah, I could see that. How old were you when you first watched it? Do you remember? Like,
I was in high school.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I watched it. It's like probably my mom's favorite movie, or very close to the top.
She loves it. Like,
she absolutely loves
all of Halloween.
And she loved it like when it came out too, which says a lot, because it didn't really like gain popularity until like way after it came out.
Yeah, his mom loves it. Has tons of decorations from it. We got her a Clue version of Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare Before Christmas Clue game. Loves Clue, loves Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
She had us all play it last time we were at their house. So it has the beautiful, Trevor, do you know what it's called? Like the cliff or whatever?
I don't think it has a name.
Okay, if we're wrong, come at us. But this is...
It's just like the hill in the... I think it's a cemetery, right? It's
yeah.
the hill in the cemetery.
This is The Nightmare Before Christmas. This originally was on our couples board, and then we thought maybe we'd collect Nightmare Before Christmas. So it's kind of a small little side collection of a few Nightmare Before Christmas pins. Eventually we want to get a nice Nightmare Before Christmas pin for our couples collection, because as we've mentioned, we want to collect a pin from like every iconic couple. So eventually we will get a bigger one, but for now this is with our Nightmare Before Christmas. And then we're gonna show this next one. This is, I love this pin. I think it's super cool and clever. It's part of the Haunted Mansion and Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, yeah,
so.
I didn't even realize that.
Okay, so this is Lock, Shock, and Barrel, and it is in the style of the stretching room. There's been some other variations, I think, of this type of pin, but I really like it. And then it is screen printed, and then this is like some details. It's not enamel, it's like metal details with like some engravings. It says Quicksand here. It is a open edition pin from Disney. So the other ones that we showed you, the first three were Hot Topic Loungefly. This one is a Disney Parks pin. And the other Nightmare Before Christmas one, this one, do not know where it is from. We got it in a trade.
So is this long one actually, is this one of the pictures in the Haunted Mansion during the...
I don't know if it's in the...
in the overlay?
I always stand in the same spot in the overlay.
Me too. I always do as well. That's
when
funny.
we go to Haunted Mansion, so I don't know.
Well, I guess we've always been together, so...
Yeah,
obviously we're
that's
in the same
true.
spot. But like I'm always in the same spot whenever we're in the opening.
And we were in the
elevator.
same spot when we went to Haunted Mansion before, too, even before, in 2021 for our honeymoon.
Yeah, every time. 3 times.
The 3 times we were always sitting in the same spot. So if it is actually part of it, I don't know, but I think it is. But it's modeled after the Quicksand portrait.
It has a really satisfying texture to this. I don't know why. Just it's like a weird metallic.
Our next pin is also a Haunted Mansion pin, and it is a new pin that came out. Trevor picked this one out.
I love this pin.
Do you want to go ahead and show it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, this is the ballroom dancing ghosts, I guess, maybe is what they're called, is what you say.
From the Haunted Mansion.
From the Haunted Mansion. This is a really cool part of the ride. I would say in the so the last few times we've been on the Haunted Mansion, it's had the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay. But for me, when it's just the regular Haunted Mansion, this is my favorite part of the ride, I would say.
It's probably it's like my favorite, I think, in both. Besides in the overlay, I really like the cemetery.
The cemetery is
scene.
my favorite in the overlay.
It's so cool with
really cool.
with the giant curve. And
yes.
Anyways, it's really cool. But this is I love this scene. We watched the behind the magic parks thing where they talked about the rides, and the technology and everything that went into this is really cool. And it's just really cool to see this huge room that you just don't expect.
It really looks like there's ghosts in there. It's really cool how they do it.
And it is pin on pin, you can see here. And I believe that these are glow in the dark elements. So yeah, these are 3 dancing couples, and this is all pin on pin and this is not. It is a lounge fly. Oh, is it a lounge fly? It's not. It's one of, I thought it was a lounge fly because I got it at Box Lunch, but it's one of those recycled Disney pins, which we love these. I think it's awesome. I feel like they're coming out with more of them, but we think it's awesome, so we really enjoy that. And Haunted Mansion is always a little spooky, but it's we really love, after we watched the how it came to be video, realizing this melding of spooky and scary, and then just camp, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
Camp quirkiness. And love this scene in this part of the ride. It's so fun.
Very fun.
it always also goes by too fast. I always like, you know, I feel like every time you ride the Haunted Mansion, you get stopped at some point in the ride just like for someone to get on, maybe who's handicapped or who is needing a little more time to get on the ride, so they like pause, or I don't know, maybe the ride just breaks down. But I'm just assuming that like everyone also has the experience where it stops, and I always want to stop in the room with the ballroom. I'm like, if it's gonna break down, please break down in the scene with the ballroom.
I think we've stopped in similar places.
I think we did last time, which was cool.
Last time we stopped kind of by that one ghost that has like the changing face.
The haunted, the Hatbox Ghost.
Yes. And we like right in front of that.
Watched it until over and over again, trying to figure it out.
It became less cool as we kept
watched it like 7 times. But anyways, I always really want to get stopped in the Haunted Mansion ballroom. So cool.
Yeah.
Okay, on our last Halloween pin, we actually did show a minute ago, so we won't go too in depth for it. It's our Mochi dressed up as Stitch and the Baymax and Hero pumpkins. Limited edition of 4,000 from our latest trip at Disneyland, celebrating our 2022 trip to Disneyland and our Mochi becoming part of our family. And so this is a pretty cool pin. And it is just a good Halloween pin. It's currently on our Mochi board because we don't have a Halloween pin. So, or excuse me, a Halloween board. Okay, Trevor, what's your favorite pin out of all of these pins?
I gotta say it's probably the Haunted Mansion. The ballroom scene in the Haunted Mansion is my favorite. Although I really love the Mochi pin. But I'm kind of looking at it as like, what's my favorite like spooky or Halloween pin? And for that, I would say it's the Haunted Mansion. Although the 2 bigger pins that we have are like close in how much I like them.
I think mine is the Mochi, and then I really, even though this is not big, this other one with them on the hill, I think is really pretty. It has some surprisingly pretty details on it. I would really like a bigger pin that is more beautiful and a little bit more unique of this scene. I feel like there is a lot of pins with Jack and Sally on the hill there in the cemetery. And I would like a really nice one because I think it's a really beautiful scene. Yeah, very iconic. Sure. So I would like to get a different pin for that. But that's probably my favorite scene from these. And then I just love the Mochi one because, again, we have some sentimental value in it. Just because of all of the things for our 2022 year, I feel like are kind of summed up in that. Yeah. So. Yeah. Anyways, let us know which pin is your favorite, and let us know, are you a bigger fan of the Haunted Mansion overlay or of just the Haunted Mansion in general? We waited quite a little bit of time to get on to Haunted Mansion this last trip that we went.
It took forever.
It took longer than we would have liked it to.
Yeah, definitely the longest wait of the night, I think.
Yeah, but it's so fun and it's iconic, and I just feel like you have to go. You know?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that Walt Disney World didn't do overlay, and
it's kind of a bummer. It's really fun.
It's really fun. So I like the Haunted Mansion. I used to think it was a stupid ride, but after learning all the history of it, it's one of my favorite like icons from Disneyland, just because it's so interesting and unique in its design and how long it took and all the thought process. As someone who considers themselves a little bit artistic, I feel like it's a good example of how the creation process goes, and especially on a collaborative piece. So anyways, if you haven't seen that TV show that we're talking about, definitely watch it. It's really interesting. It's on Disney Plus. Really cool. Loved it.
Behind the Attraction, I think it's called.
Yeah. It's super cool. We loved it. Cool. Don't watch it if you don't want the magic spoiled for you. But if you're like me,
I think it adds to it.
I was gonna say, it really added to like the Haunted Mansion. Went from something that I didn't think was that cool to being like something that I really appreciate now as a part of history. So anyways, have a wonderful Halloween and happy October spooky season. Spooky season for us started mid-September. I've been having the decorations up for a while now. So anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful Halloween and happy spooky season. Thanks so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you aren't already. And make sure to check out all of the videos that are linked below. Those are a lot of awesome people. This collab, I didn't mention this earlier, is from Val at Singer Family Adventures. Val at Singer Family Adventures, excuse excuse me. And all these great people listed below are also part of the collaboration. And then we're also going to be participating in a pin swap, like traveling swap, that we'd love for you to check out, coming soon, early November. It is going to include a massive pin giveaway, and it is going to be great. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.